Most people imagine the Last Supper the same way, a long table, chairs, and Jesus with the disciples sitting in a straight line. But historically, that image is wrong. In the first century, people at formal meals did not sit like that. They reclined. Their bodies rested on one side, supported by the left elbow, while the right hand reached for food. The table was low, close to the ground, and the guests arranged themselves around it. It was intimate, close, and deeply symbolic, and the food itself mattered. This was not just a farewell dinner, it was a Passover meal, one of the most important meals in Jewish life. Every item on that table carried meaning. The unleavened bread remembered the hurried escape from Egypt. The bitter herbs recalled the bitterness of slavery. The roasted lamb pointed back to the night of deliverance. The wine was shared in multiple cups, each connected to God's promises of rescue and redemption. Now imagine that moment again. But this time as it really was. The disciples were not spaced apart in chairs. They were close enough to lean against one another. The Gospel of John says the beloved disciple leaned close to Jesus. That was not poetic exaggeration. It reflected the actual posture of the meal. There were no individual plates. Food was placed in shared dishes, and bread was used to dip into the food. So when Jesus said that the one dipping into the dish with him would betray him, that was shocking. Sharing from the same dish was a sign of trust, friendship, and belonging. Betrayal in that moment was more than personal. It was a violation of table fellowship itself. Then Jesus did something unforgettable. He took the bread and said, "This is my body." He took the cup and connected it to a new covenant. He used the most ordinary foods of the world, bread and wine, to express the deepest spiritual truth. That is what makes the Last Supper so powerful. It was not just about food. It was about redemption, communion, sacrifice, and belonging. The table was not merely a place to eat. It was a place where history, faith, and eternity met in one room. Agar, akaho, meina bisklisklit, seer tuor, tu extra, shorts, banadeta huna, ek, biblical food for poor versus rich, angor, parar ako. Why bread, oil, and wine matter in the Bible, angor, par liquor.